What's going on, America? How you doing, YouTubers? This is your boy Prime, and unfortunately, it's about that damn time. Got some sad news. Got some very, very sad news from our fellow lifters and fellow rideshare drivers alike. I really hate doing this particular story, but it needs to be done. It's the truth, and it took me a couple days to even do this because I had to gather enough information so that when I came to you with this, I had all of the facts that were in at the time. Now, you guys already know that I'm from Cleveland. I drive here in Cleveland, Ohio. And if you haven't heard, or maybe you haven't, or maybe you have, a Lyft driver was killed here in Cleveland. Now, this is the thing. It was a drive-by shooting. And it's a lot of key points that I'm going to make here, okay? Number one, first and foremost, I want to put out there that I want to send my condolences out to the family in this moment because it's a sad story for me. It's a sad story for them because a lot of key factors goes into this particular story. And I would like to say this from the get-go of my video, that the driver was a complete innocent victim. He had nothing to do with he had no reason. This had nothing to do with any gang violence or anything like that. This was just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just that simple. Okay? So, just want to put that out there because, I picked this passenger up today. And it was the conversation that we had. It disgusted me, very much so. It was the most vile conversation I've ever had with a customer or passenger. And if this guy wasn't already at his destination, I would have put his ass out. That's how vile and disgusting I thought this conversation really was. Now I'm gonna talk about that right now. So basically, I picked this guy up, and he told me, a few things I ain't like from the get-go, but I'll get past that. So we driving. I get him basically there to his destination, which is his job. He says, "Did you hear about that Lyft driver that got smoked?" This is his exact words. Disgusting. I was disgusted. And I said, "Yeah, I heard about the Lyft driver that got shot." He says, "Yeah, I think he said his sister-in-law. His sister-in-law was the woman that got shot in the car." And he said that in that moment he was very insensitive. He admitted, and he said, "Oh man, you're about to get paid. You can sue Lyft." And I'm like, "Really? That's what you said?" He said, "Yeah." I said, and this is what he said too. Then he said, "And you can sue the driver." I say, what? You gonna sue the driver? You would sue the driver is deceased. Why would you sue why would you gonna be suing his family? Like, the driver had nothing. Listen, like I said before, the driver was a complete innocent victim. He didn't know the guy that shot him or nothing. Did have no connection with him in no kind of way so far, from what I know. So why would you be suing him? I was through with him. I had to one-star him. I never want to see him again. Now, so that I get the real story out, and then I even have a plan in place, or whatever you want to call it. I just have something that I want to implement to Lyft and Uber that they should put into the app to basically to help us in a lot of different situations. I really don't think that what I'm talking about is going to help in this particular one, because this is just one of those one-off situations that it should never occur. I mean, I can't blame Lyft. I can't blame Uber if some crazy man want to drive down the street and kill people on a random. Like I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like you can't predict it. So anyway, let me tell you what happened. So it was in Cleveland, Ohio. The victim name is Maurice Foster. He started driving for the ride-hailing app Lyft a few months ago to pick up some extra cash to give his fiancee the wedding of her dreams. So this guy was about to get wedded here. He was 32 years old, Cleveland man. He got engaged March to his fiancee. His longtime friend, girlfriend of 2 years. He planned to use the money he earned from Lyft for an outdoor wedding in July. He had so much vision for our wedding. This is what his fiance says. He wanted an outdoor wedding with fireworks. He wanted to give us a dream wedding we both wanted. That plan was shattered early Monday when someone fired 10 gunshots at his car. The 31-year-old woman was also shot as well on the 1700 block of Olympia Road on the city's South Collinwood neighborhood. He had a 2015 Chevy Impala. He was hit with 4 bullets. Foster picked up the woman at her friend's house. She needed to get home because she needed to work the next day at a local nursing home. A bullet struck her in the left forearm. Her grandmother said Tuesday that the woman is recovering. Lyft issued this statement. Lyft issued a statement saying the company is horrified and deeply saddened by the shooting. Police arrested a 20-year-old man in connection with the case on Monday, but officials said Tuesday that he was released from the city's jail, and they basically no longer consider him as a suspect. Foster was a factory worker and a father of 4 children between the ages of 3 to 13. Foster took one of 4's children as his own. She said, everything he did for his kids, his fiance said. He was definitely a go-getter. He wouldn't rest until he made sure his family was together. 3 days before the shooting, the family celebrated his 3-year-old daughter's birthday with a night out hanging, the last night of his family celebration they ever will have. She said the children are shocked, but they are finding comfort in each day with the family. Our family has been great, and that's been very helpful in keeping us together, Ford said, which is his fiance's name. We have that relationship that I'm sure in time will be okay. It will just take some time. His fiance basically met him 13 years ago. They were co-workers at a Cleveland Family Dollar. They quickly became friends and started dating 2 years ago. His magnetic personality drew her to him. This is what his fiance says here. I think everyone would say a one-of-a-kind fiance. He definitely made the room when he walked in. Ford says, which is his fiance, that she is still shocked to learn about Foster's death, which is the driver, and still cannot comprehend it. Now, I can't even begin to try to understand her pain, his family's pain. I won't even try to act like I know. But what I will say about that is how sad it is that these things can happen. Now, I said that I would tell you what I think I really want Lyft to do. And I also want Uber to do it as well. And I am going to email them over and over again until they implement this feature to the app. We need a panic button. We have needed a panic button for years. People have gotten jacked up, robbed, shot at, now dead drive-by shooting dead too. Hacked with, it's just crazy. It needs to stop. Okay? Now, when that guy said that they can sue Lyft, yeah, they could probably sue Lyft. Maybe. But the terms and conditions on their end, they might not be able to, but they may have a chance to sue. But to sue the driver, unprecedented. Ridiculous. Okay? The driver was more of a victim than she was. You understand? He died. He lost his life. You understand? He has kids. He had a fiance. He had a family. And this is what you say. This is what you think, that you should be suing him, his family. Don't you think his family has enough grief, has enough problems right now? Why would they have to worry about a court case now? Why would you do that? Why would anybody think about that? Like, but anyways, I don't think that in this situation that a panic button would have saved this man's life. But I will say this though, that according to some other records that I've seen, that the EMS, it took them like 15, 20 minutes to get there. Okay? That's too damn long. They're waiting on them to get there. He's just sitting there bleeding out. Now, if you want to sue somebody, that's who you need to sue. You need to sue the EMS workers, whoever, the Cleveland EMS workers or whatever. Sue that company, sue that organization. Okay. Now you want to sue Lyft? That's fine with me too. Okay, but I don't think it's Lyft's fault, and I definitely don't think that it's the driver's fault. Okay, for what happened here. So I think the most viable person to sue is the EMS. They didn't get there. It took them 15, 20 minutes to get there. That's ridiculous. The police got there. Fire truck was there, but no EMS. And in most cases, the EMS, they have EMS in the fire department, but for whatever reason, they didn't have one or something, So I don't know what the problem was there. It's just a sad story. Like especially when you get into a sad story like that, and all of a sudden you start talking about legality things, like you can sue. Like, wow, is that where we at? That's the reason. That's one of the main reasons why when I go to pick up somebody and they have a baby with no car seat, I absolutely will not do that ride. And I don't care how they got down there. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's say if I pick them up at a hospital and they come out with babies, I don't care if they downtown Cleveland and they got to get home and it's late. I don't care. Not my problem. Okay, that's your problem. Because you see how people will sue you. Anything could happen. And they ready to sue you. So keep that in mind when you out there and you driving, that in a way you are liable for anything that happens pretty much. So you take that liability when you sign up to be a driver. Want it or not, when you drive, you have people in your car that's paying you, you're liable. And you can be sued. So if you don't have if you're not like licensed and bonded or whatever, you can be sued crazy. If you don't have an LLC, you get into one of these situations, somebody could sue you and sue your pants off too. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Big shout outs to Steve for this information that I received from you and some of the things that me and you was talking about today about this case. And like I said, I would make this video, So I'm going to go ahead and do the edits for this baby and put it out there as soon as possible. Okay? So with that being said, like, share my video, and also I would like to hear some comments, see what you guys think about this particular case here in this situation. I probably will be updating this as soon as I hear any more information about this, so stay tuned. But until then, this is your boy Prime, and it's been my time. I'm out.